Okay, folks, welcome back. Last time we talked, I told you I was going to have to work on the groundwork with Larry, and the way it turned out was Larry just got worse and didn't buy any of it. So Larry ain't real happy. And anyway, I'll only mention this one more time, but the truth of what happened to this horse is that he had a whole lot of groundwork and no riding. So what he cannot, in his mind, connect my body and the cues I want to give him to the groundwork that was given to him. So this is the last time I'll mention it, but the bottom line is I have to turn a trick horse into a riding horse. That's what I'm doing. So there you go. And what's going to help the attitude, I think, because every time I come in this round corral, he's ready to go. He says, hell with it. So riding outside is going to help it, but I got to get some kind of handle on him. And even when I ride outside a lot, I still end up coming back for a disciplined ride. In other words, a schooling ride. So I'm going to show you the problem I'm facing right now is his attitude, which is up to him to change because I stay the same no matter what. And he does everything with his hindquarter. That's his answer to everything. And when I ask him just to move his left front foot out and turn to the left, he doesn't get the connection. So that's what I'm teaching him. And so I've gotten this much accomplished, and I'll show you what it is. And I guess the moral of the story is that just don't get discouraged, or if you do get discouraged and you don't feel you're up to it, then quit. But if you want to go on with it, then you have to take it in increments this big with a horse like this, because first you got to get past their mind. He doesn't like being ridden. He had it made for a long time. Well, too bad. So what I'm going to do is engage my right leg when I go to the left. I just keep engaging my right leg, and I'm getting my hand so I don't have to bend his head around, which has been bent 10,000 times, and he goes to the left. So this isn't my spur, if you'll notice, it's my calf. I've got my hand off-centered so that I can help him make it. Now when I go to the right, I just simply put my hand down and shorten the inside rein. Now my left calf is on. I'm adding my shoulder, and I'm working on him turning. Now when you off-center your hand, here's center. This is off-center. So you know that if you want to change directions, if you're schooling like this, you simply put your hand, an entire hand's width to the left. Now you've got a short left rein. Now what I'm trying to do is be a fair leader. In other words, I'm staying this far from a fight. I want to stay on this side of a fight. This idea of fighting is going backwards, kicking up with both hind legs behind, biting my boot, or rearing. That's been his 4 defense deals. Well, none of them are very impressive. Right hand, left leg. So now I'm going to ask for a sharper turn. Left hand short, right leg. Right now. Now, if you noticed, he hesitated because the other day when I went through this, it was real tough on him. But he's had a little time to think. And not only the cricket, I've got to get the tail to go quiet because there's no flies. Now his automatic thing in his brain is to always step back. And that goes back to one of his 4 bad habits. And it's real hard for him to adjust to this. And the plan is that I'm not going to train him, I'm going to outlast him. You notice that there's a change. Now I'm going to go to the right, and I've got a short inside rein. And I've already talked about turning a horse, and I told you that if you ride two-handed, when you go to the right, you pull straight back on your outside rein, that shifts the weight to the hindquarter. He can't handle that. As soon as I do, he wants to go backwards, which is not the direction I want. So I'm leaving it just where there's the slightest. When I make contact, my inside rein bends the nose, and my outside rein, as you can see, just raises a little bit. So there's that fight thing. Now my left leg is on, my shoulder is open, and I'm bumping the horse. You see that jerk he makes? That's him making a decision whether he wants to go to war or not. And it's my job to think about what I'm going to have for lunch today. Right leg on, right leg, left shoulder open, asking for more. And what I haven't got yet, which we're going to see down the road, is his left foot. It's landing to the inside, that's correct. But what it needs to do is to go out and land to the back, not to the front. That's when he tells me he's going to be able to shift his weight to the hindquarter and make an actual 180. That's where we're headed. I'll show you. Watch the left front foot. That's your vapor lock. Both feet. Bump. Now I'm going to open my shoulder. Ask. Putting his weight on the hindquarter and ask. And instead of reaching out and back, he's going forward. Now he's getting in a hurry to go through my bridle. So he hasn't figured out yet to step back. There's a change. Now, you notice it's not exactly what we call high level riding. But the point is, he's got to get over himself. I'm fine. I got a plan. I got an idea how to do this. And that's where I'm headed. So he is going to change his mind and get on the payroll. That's the goal. He's going to go home in a western bit. He's not going home in this Snapple. I think that pretty well covers where we're at today. And you got to understand that I'm really grateful to have all these different kinds of horses, because then I can actually show you something besides some exhibition of something special. I want you to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. And this could get ugly real quick. If I lost my temper, this would fall apart really fast, because he's got a temper. And if I could remind you, whenever you get a hold of us, if you could just tell me where you're from, it's always interesting to me because of traveling around so much. I'm just curious. And like our friends in Australia, I respect what you're wanting to learn because of your heritage in riding. It's different than our heritage in riding. So that's pretty cool when somebody wants to come to this side of the world and learn this style of riding. So thank you down under. I guess that's it for now. So see you down the trail. Adios.